Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is a threesome featuring the T-10, the Tier 9 Russian heavy tank. It's not one of those tanks that I always get confused with the names. It's called a T-10 but it's Tier 9. It's early. I don't know. A little bit of shit happening in the chat there from the Scorpion G, the RHM and one of the T-29s giving up before the game's even begun, which is what we... You see it happens. There are dickheads all over the world. Anyway, Elite Commando from Crazy Clan. He's platooned up with his old mate Alvin Watanabe, and he's on airfield. No artilleries in this game, which is why Elite Commando's chosen this spot to shoot these enemy tanks from. He's gone to where the heavies normally go on airfield and fires. That was a very nice second shot to get in there. Moves his tank so that it's not too easy to hit from those tank destroyers. Where he is there, those tank destroyers might get some shots onto him, but of course he's also going to get some shots onto those tank destroyers, namely the Scorpion G. You're going to see some more tank destroyers in that position, and they're all going to get absolutely owned by Elite Commando and his platoon mate. The Scorpion G looking elsewhere as Elite Commando puts his fourth shot for the game. Only a minute and a half into the game, he's already got 4 damaging shots. He's already up to 1,700 hit points as he damages the enemy T-10, but he bounces the return shot. So it's already started quite well this game. The Elite Commando is just farming damage here on airfield. All these enemy tanks really don't know what to do with him having that T-10 there. A lot of pinging on the map from the T-29 as Elite Commando picks up another shot, making his damage count up to nearly 3,000 hit points. As you can see, an enemy T-29's approaching the base, but he's gone now, so hopefully that bloke stops pinging the map there. 1 zips the score, 3,000 damage done for Elite Commando as he lines up the British Conway. It's soft as butter. The British Conway gets a beautiful shot into the side of the British Tier 9 tank destroyer. As you can see, plenty of tanks here lining up so Elite Commando can shoot him, including the low. He does cop a damaging shot. I think that's his first or second damaging shot that he's received, but that 12T, he can go play another game now. I don't think he shot him. I think Alvin Watanabe in his T-54 shot him, so it's a bit of a Russian platoon happening here. Alvin Watanabe in his T-54 has got a kill. Elite Commando just picked up his first kill, making the scoreboard look absolutely fantastic for Zip as he keeps poking around this corner. He's keeping these tanks lit, just makes it that shot onto the enemy T-10. That brings his damage count up to 4,408 hit points. Now, I don't know if I mentioned threesome earlier, but this is going to be a threesome featuring Elite Commando and his T-10, and he absolutely loves his Tier 9 Russian heavy tank. It'd be really nice if they called it something other than T-10 though, because that just confuses me. 4 zip the score on airfield. Elite Commando waiting for a shot on that Conway. Is the Conway going to present itself? I'm not really sure. There he is. He gets a shot for 505 hit points of damage, which is a pretty high roll. On average damage is 440 with armor piercing rounds, and you get 258 pen, 340 penetration with the heat rounds. He's only got 1 standard round left, so he moves around here, uses the dead VK as a bit of cover, looking for the kill shot on that Conway. No idea where that shot went. I reckon he was robbed of a kill there, but I reckon he'll get him sooner or later. The Tiger 1, sorry, is aiming, and his tracks take the shot as Elite Commando picks up his second kill. 8 zip, 9 zip the score now. This is turning into an absolute whitewash on airfield as he waits patiently for a nice shot into the E50, sending the Tier 9 German medium tank back to the garage. 3 kills, 10-0 is the score. 5,904 hit points of damage. He aims at the 1390. He shoots him for 440 hit points, and that M103 picks up the kill. It really looked like he was going to shoot the M103 there, but lucky he didn't. He would have been robbed of 400 damage as he lines up the J Panther. The Tier 7 tank destroyer cops a shot, and that brings Elite Commando's score up to 6,744. Only 2 enemy tanks left, and Elite Commando not stuffing around. He's going straight for those 2 medium tanks. And have a look, 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel. He knows exactly what he's doing in the Russian heavy tank. It's an absolute beauty. It's pretty quick too for a heavy tank. Does it can get around the battlefield like there's no tomorrow. Only 2 tanks left, the Mutts and the Panther Tier 7 and 8 German medium tanks, but I don't think they're going to present themselves to the big Russian gun. In the end, a comprehensive victory, 15-1. As we have a very quick look at the post-game battle results, it's no surprise. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge on Airfield. Yeah, Airfield. He's an absolute ripper. Brothers in Arms medal, Confederate, high caliber, and a sniper as well. I didn't think he was sniping that much. Some of those tanks, those tank destroyers, might have been just over 300 meters away from Elite Commando and his big T-10. Looking at the second page, 6,744 damage, 3 kills. And of course, his old mate Elvin picked up 3 kills as well. That's why they got the Brothers in Arms, because they both survived. Made a bit of profit with a standard account, 10,500 credits. After tax, it was only a 5-minute game, but it was full of thrills and spills. 20 shots fired, 18 hit, 17 went through, and that was enough for an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, as well as all those other medals that he picked up in that game. As we move on to the second game in this threesome, featuring Elite Commando and his T-10 and his platoon mate Elvin Watanabe in the T-54. This time they're playing on the Abbey, and again Elite Commando with his 2 marks of excellence. He's not stuffing around. He's going straight to where the heavy tanks do their business on Abbey. No heavy tanks coming with him by the looks of it, apart from that E100. It's a tier 10 game, this one, so he's not lucky enough to be top tier. There is an artillery, and it's the Object 261, which is the only artillery I have at tier 10. Pardon me. Throat's getting a little bit dry here with all this action in featuring the T-10, the tier 9 Russian heavy tank. Elite Commando not showing any signs of slowing down, getting stuck right into where the heavy tanks do their business. He wants to be mindful. I reckon artillery will be aiming his way. He's looking for a cheap kill shot on the Batchat 25T AP, the baby Batchat, the auto-loading French medium tank, and that'll do it. It's only 60 hit points, but it's a gun out of the game, and an auto-loading gun at that, which is all pretty handy to get rid of a tank. Anyway, the E100 and the T-34 finally coming to back Elite Commando up as he auto aims at the T-71, fires clutch, and with Russian accuracy gets a nice damaging shot just for 370 hit points into the American auto-loading light tank. Takes him down to 67 hit points with his second shot. 2 pretty low rolls there, considering the average damage is supposed to be 440. They were both quite low, but in the previous replay we saw some 500 high rolls, which is absolutely awesome. Now the E100s finally come. Of course, E100 not known for its speed. E100s come to support Elite Commando. You can see Elvin and Chippendale rescue range in the centre of the map. Chippendale coming up to help Elite Commando now in his T-54 lightweight. 2-zip the score. Elite Commando's got both kills. Finally somebody else picks up a kill. The artillery takes out the IS-3 on the eastern flank, and Elite Commando in his T-10 with the help of an E100 coming up to really grab this western flank by the balls and give the enemy a real good shakedown as he aims towards the T-44-100, the premium Russian medium tank. The T-34 mops it up, picks up the kill. 2 kills to Elite Commando, 1379 damage. A little bit of block damage as he moves around to this sneaky little corner, trying to get 1 or 2 cheap shots in, but the enemy tanks don't seem quite visible. Yes, they do. Put the shot into the derpy T-49. 5-1 the score now. Elite Commando at 1845 damage and a little bit blocked. He's looking to... I don't know who he can hit from there. The T-11 OE5 has made an appearance on the southwestern side of the map. Chippendale along with the E100. Looks like they're going to try and take out the VK100 01P first. Probably a smart move, get rid of the easier target to kill first. Lead Commando moving down. And look at where that T11OE5 is. Maybe he thinks he's in an artillery. I'm not really sure. It's a long way back for the American heavy tank, the T11OE5. Not going to be making much use of his value and ridgelines from back there. Anyway, 6-3 the score. Maybe that's why the T11OE5's right at the back. He wants to be the last person to die. Artillery looks like it's in a little bit of trouble. The 121's going back to try and help him. That's why a bit of pinging on the map. 6-4 the score. Oh, just as he's about to shoot, he misses a shot. Nearly got Chippendale. But that T49 will be thinking about what he's going to do later on soon. Chippendale puts a shot in. Lead Commando puts a shot into the T49, the American light tank. He gets up behind the E100. That E100 looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. The enemy T11OE5 finally starting to move forward, and looks like the T11OE5 is trying to have a red hot go at the T34. Even though they're up 7-4 in this game, looking at the map, they could be in a little bit of trouble. A few enemy tanks getting right up towards the artillery in the northeastern flank, the VK100 and the Object 704. A couple of TDs camping at southeast on the corner. But Elite Commando, lucky enough to be full health here, and it rolls down, auto aims at the VK. Doesn't take into account the fact that he's going to nosedive. He misses the first shot, but everyone else focused fired on the Tier 8 German tank and got rid of him. 9-all the score now, 2,500 damage, and he needs to work with this TVP and Chippendale to try and take out the T11OE5. He shoots and tracks, he tracks and damages the American heavy tank, and he's getting right up to try and work with him together. There's another shot. Chippendale chipping away. The E100 gets taken down, and for the first time their team looks like they're in a bit of trouble. They're down by a tank. That eastern flank got absolutely smashed by the enemy team, but Elite Commandos picked up his second kill. Third kill, I said. Didn't say second. It's early, what did I say? And he's got some damage onto the FOC. The big Tier 10 auto-loading French tank destroyer, which just smashed Chippendale for 700 on hit points, but he missed a shot on our mate Elite Commando, and that gave Elite Commando enough time to kill the French tank destroyer. He's only got 10 bullets left. I don't think he'll need all of them, but he's going to need some of them if he's going to continue to carry this game. 11-10 is the score. 4,348 hit points of damage as Elite Commando with Chippendale and his other platoon mate Alvin Watanabe starts moving towards these enemy tanks. He beautifully bounces a shot from the T11OE4, puts a shot into the top of his commander's hatch for another 436 damage, and he's not stuffing around. He's going to get stuck straight into that American tank destroyer. Rolls over the cap circle, hoping to get there as quick as he can. That T-28 prototype on full health, but aiming the wrong way. He's not on full health anymore. Alvin Watanabe picked up the kill on the T11OE4 as Elite Commando puts a beautiful shot into the T-28 prototype. Loses his gunner to the Scorpion G, and just needs to pick one that he's going to go for here, I think. Here he is, looking at the T-28 prototype. I didn't think that would penetrate. It looked like it was aimed at the side of his rounded turret, but the shot went through. 4 kills. This is going to be 5 in a minute. 5 kills to Elite Commando. 5,934 hit points of damage, and this will be a top gun if he can pick up the kill on the Object 704. He did cop some damage from the Russian tank destroyer. He's down to 575. The 704 just put 700 into him. One more will do it. There's the top gun for Elite Commando. 6,103 damage, 1450 damage blocked, and a little bit of assisted damage too as he charges towards the Scorpion G. A little bit of good-natured communications happening in the chat, I guess. Oh, he just missed out on his 7th kill, but in the end, a good comeback. 15-10. They were up at the start, and they were down at the middle, and in the end, they pulled it back on Abby. And of course, it's another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Elite Commando in his T-10, the Tier 9 Russian Heavy Tank. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Bruiser and Fire for Effect Medal, of course, the High Caliber for doing at least 20% of the damage in the game, and the Top Gun for picking up 6 kills. 6 kills, 6,103 hit points of damage, 24 shots fired, 20 of them hit, and 19 of them did damage. 6,103 hit points of damage, 850 sniped, 1450 damage blocked, and a little bit of detecting damage as well. It cost him a few credits because he'd run out of standard rounds and he had to fire a fair amount of heat rounds, but you'd take that for an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. And with 2 marks of excellence on his gun barrel, we're going to see Elite Commando, this time platooned up with Ulysses and Mr. Ryder, all driving Tier 9 heavy tanks. And when you're in a platoon of 3 Tier 9 heavy tanks and you're top tier, you can do wonderful things. So here they are, Mr. Ryder from KDG Clan, Elite Commando from Crazy, and Ulysses 22 from Crazy. They're 2 T10s and a Mouskin. I've been grinding my Mouskin the last few days, and it's a wonderful thing. It's slow, but it is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Anyway, this time they're on cliff, and this time, where's he going? Where's he going to go? Is he going to go around the lighthouse, or is he going to... Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just see. Sit back and enjoy the show. 2 marks of excellence on that gun. I'm a noob. I haven't got any double marks of excellence. I've got a few with 1, but that's about it. I think that's about the limit to my skill. Thirsty work making these videos. Anyway, here we are. We're on cliff. We're with Elite Commando. He's in his T10 and he wants to make some magic happen. Bounced a couple of shots from a couple of light tanks. Ooh! I didn't manage to penetrate the T-54 lightweight. But he won't make the same mistake. Oh, he misses the M103. There you go. The M103 didn't like that rock and decided that he wanted to shoot the rock. Bounces the M103. I know what you're thinking. You think, what are you doing this for, shoot? What are you showing this replay? He hasn't landed a shot yet. He's lost his gunner. He's fixed his gunner. He's copped a little bit of damage. And finally lands a shot into the M103. Trust me, it's going to get better. Trust me. Bounces another shot. They're just giving him a steel wall here, as he won't bounce that one into the side of the T-54 lightweight. The soon to be promoted, probably by the time this video goes up, that T-54 lightweight will likely be a Tier 9. But of course this is from patch 9.17, so light tanks are still capped at Tier 8. Loses his driver that time, doesn't have a medical kit anymore to fix him. That T-54 lightweight clearly knows where to shoot the T-10, because he lost his gunner not so long ago. He was looking for the kill shot there on the M103, but the defender does it for him. 2 heavy tanks just playing on the rocks here. Lucky no artillery in this game, so you can afford to be a little bit out of the open, I guess, if you're in a heavy tank when there's no artillery, but still got to be mindful of those mediums and those tank destroyers, which could be anywhere. The T-95 just rolling straight towards the enemy tanks. Well, they're not our enemy tanks. You know what I mean. The T-95 just wants to get straight into the action, as Elite Commando puts a nice shot into the T-54. 2 3s the score. He's got 1822 damage. And he's blocked 1860. Just looking for opportunities as he puts a nice shot. Into the Tiger 1, the Scorpion G picks up the kill. Cops a shot. That sounded like heat from the T-34-100. And why wouldn't he fire heat? He's only a little tier 7 medium. He's up against a big T-10 in expert hands in Elite Commando. Thought he was going to reset his battle buddy there, looking at the T-10. I think he knew that T-10 was in a bit of trouble. That's why he was looking at him and asking him to fall back. But anyway, 4-5 the score. 2,300 damage done, 1,860 damage blocked. A little bit of assisted, and Elite Commando happy just to stay here with his dead driver up near the rock, keeping these tanks lit as the T-95 kills the T-29. Elite Commando on the way past. He knows that the T-95's got a long reload, so he drives straight past him, confident that the T-95 won't be able to shoot him. Oh, he will be there though. He needs to be a little bit careful. Aims at the top of the T-95. It can be tricky to penetrate that American T-9 tank destroyer. I've got one. It's a very fun slow tank to drive, if that makes sense. Holds his fire because he didn't have a nice shot at the T-29. That's a little bit better, but doesn't. It's very hard to penetrate that T-95 frontally. 4-8 the score. He's going to have to create some magic here. I just dribbled again. He's going to have to create some magic here to turn this game into a win. 4-8 the score. He's done 27-48. Make that 3-2-4-9 damage done. And Ulysses picks up the kill on the T-95. So now Elite Commando can focus more on what's in front of him, which is what heavy tanks do. You're looking at that VK100P, 100-01P, puts a shot into his cupola. 5-8 the score. He's going to need to pull this one back. Someone else takes VK down to a one-shot. This will be his first kill if he can make it. Yes, he can. Slowly clawing it back. 6-10. He's on 984 hit points. He's got no driver. Luckily, there's no artillery, so he can afford to go a little bit wide and put a beautiful shot into the side of the AMX 1390. He won't bounce at that angle. Let's be honest, he won't bounce at any angle in a 1390 up against the big T10. He's got his big Russian gun. Now, even though his driver's dead, looks like he's not moving too slowly as Mr. Ryder in the Mouskin. I can call it Munchin if I want. Elite Commando bouncing like there's no tomorrow. We didn't bounce that shot from the 1390. 1390 is just hoping to get out of there just in time. But nope, he doesn't. That's his second kill for Elite Commando as he starts lining up that Scorpion G. 8-9. Ulysses gets taken out. He did call it. Got taken out by the IKV 90B, the tier 7 Swedish tank destroyer. 9-all the score now as the T-71 picks up the kill on the T-29. 9-all on Cliff. He's on 611 health, so he needs to be careful. There's some big guns floating around. That Scorpion G or the Repeatable Ballistic Waffenträger could take Elite Commando down to a one-shot quite comfortably, but he's loading high explosive here. High explosive, much less penetration, but 530 potential damage if you can penetrate. Which the Scorpion G and the RHM not known for their armour, and if you shoot just next to the gun, then on the turret, get a nice high roll. Down to 389 hit points though. His platoon mate, Mr. Ryder in the Mouskin, says, "I'll go first, man, because I'm on full health. I've got 2,300 hit points in the big German heavily armoured heavy tank, the one that leads to the mouse, the one I've been grot. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, the Mouskin." 10-9 the score now. Elite Commando's on 2 kills, 5,000 damage after all that. Oh, he was looking at the Tiger 1. High explosive is not going to do much to the Tiger 1, so he moves forward to try and get a shot into the Scorpion G or the Repeatable Ballistic. 10-9 the score. He needs to be careful here. He is a one-shot for a lot of these tanks. Probably not the tier 7s, but the tier 8s certainly. There it is. And that's why he had high explosive loaded. Only picked up. What did he do? Did he do 405? 451 maybe, not sure. Anyway, 10-9 the score. 5,581 damage, 3,810. He's back to AP rounds now, which is the right thing to do. You don't want to be stuffing around with high explosives. But anyway, sounds like the Mouskin is bouncing a few shots, which is what Mouskins do, but he's down to 1,200 hit points. Well, where's the Tiger? It's the Tiger 2. Where is he? There he is. You can only just see him. Just misses that shot. Switches to high explosive because, well, the T-34-100 is only on 97 hit points. The Tiger 1 is on 58. Well, he was. As Mr. Ryder picks up the kill. And it's the Scorpion G's back there. The Rhymatole's there. Looking for a shot. The Rhymatolle Ballsy gets taken out by the Scorpion G on Elite Commando's team. It's a bit of a tense finish. They're up 13-9, but just trying to chip away at these enemy tanks. The enemy Scorpion G just picked up the kill on the friendly Scorpion G, and look at that turret. That'll be a juicy shot. There's his third kill, Elite Commando, and that'll be just about it as the T-71 mops up the last kill against the T-34-100, as we have a very quick look finally at the post-game battle results. Have a look at that. He doesn't have 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel anymore. That was the game that gave him his 3 marks of excellence, which means he's in the top. I don't know, he's just a legend. I don't know. What is it? Top 90, 99% or 95% or something like that. 3 marks of excellence. That's absolutely amazing. In the T10, Elite Commando from Crazy Clan, as well as that, Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from anyone and everyone. The Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effects, Shell-Proof, Confederate, and High Caliber. Have a look at all those tanks that he spotted, damaged, and killed. He had an absolute ripper. 5,767 hit points of damage, 1,367 base experience, 3 kills, 22 shots fired, 18 hit, only 14 went through, but there were some shots that weren't quite aimed very well, especially at the start, but you'd be happy with that result. You would have made some coin if he had a premium account, but he didn't, so it was. But there was high explode, there was premium ammunition fired, and it was some 3 fucking amazing games from Elite Commando. Well done, Elite Commando. Congratulations, 3 marks of excellence. That's no mean feat at all. You are an absolute champion in your T10. 3 marks of excellence, 3 awesome games, 3 ace tankers. Thanks for the replays. If I ever meet you, I'll buy you a beer. That was absolutely amazing. Thanks for the replays. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.